Welcome back, my agents, to another episode of The Insured Gamer. Playing a little bit more Stormworks for you. Yes, sir. Got another review for you. So if this is something you're looking for, please stick around and stay tuned.
Be strong.
Oh, yes. We're playing Stormworks. I am now 60 hours into this game. I think the last review we did was about 20 hours in. So I've double, tripled that, whatever it is. And now I'm 60 hours in. Yes, sir. And look at this beautiful ship. Oh, yeah. Looks so good. Finally got the freaking lights to where it's not blinding you. But this is the boat that I have made 60 hours into the game. Yes, sir. This is called my oil tanker. And if you notice, look at that. It's just cutting through those waves. It's so beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I've had to do a lot of work. Woo! Make sure we're going west, because that's where we're going, is getting some fuel. What have I done? So what's the difference here for me? What is the difference in my 20 hours of playing versus my 60 hours of playing here? Well, I can tell you. It's actually quite a bit. I will say I've had a different respect for the game now, for sure. And it's a good respect. In that it takes a lot more patience. But, you know, the game... as I mentioned in my last review, if you're one that likes building and likes mechanics, this is still a game for you. The building is phenomenal. The mechanics, when you're done, they're a little wonky, but you learn how to overcome that. I'm still learning a lot about the engine process. I mean, this looks like just a wreck. It's not even colored like my ship. And then there's data just all over the back here. But anyways, couple things I learned. I still to now 60 hours in cannot get my boat to float straight like this. So what I ended up doing is basically going into the very starting boat, which was your little search and rescue boat, and just taking I hope I have enough fuel. Just taking the gyro stuff, the data board off of it, and then pasting it into my own creation. So that data board controls the fins and the rudders. There's also a little thing up here, right there, that little bad boy. That's it's actually a speed sensor. Don't know what all goes into it, but you know, that's one of the things that I've learned is if I can't figure out something, sure, I want to be the one to build the look and design of the boat, but if I can't figure out how to make it function, such as the rudders, again, that was my biggest hang-up, was figuring out how to control, quote-unquote, the ballast system, in a sense. The pitch, roll, yaw, like all of that stuff. That was the hardest thing to figure out. So I encourage you, if that's something hard for you, just take that little boat, the starter boat, and look at all the logic components, and you'll figure out that there's only like looks like 4 little things controlling it. Copy that bad boy and just paste it over to your existing creation. And I've got that little file saved now that I just copy and paste it over to anything that I'm building now. The thing that I still don't like about it, and yet still do like, is that it's the fuel. The fuel just sucks it up. Now I am still learning a lot about the fuel here, in that I know that the best RPS, rotations per second, I think it is around 10. That's going to be your most efficient. Of course, if you go lower, you're going to use less fuel, but 10 is still a good speed, and it uses the less gas. I also had to figure out the deadgum lighting here, the lighting, so that the front lights will blind you. These lights won't blind you, and it's just because there's a certain light in when you're building a boat, is that it doesn't blind you, and so I had to figure out that too. So this is still a good game. I've done a couple of rescue missions here and there, but mainly just to get money to build. Like, I'm still in a very early stage, and I love one of my commenters. I think he's 600 hours into the game, roughly, and gave some great tips and tricks. One of the things I learned right after the video that I had posted the last time was that you don't have to unfuel your boat into your workshop. You just despawn it and it puts the fuel in there. So that was a fun thing to figure out. Also, figured out that when I was loading the game in to go get fuel, it was automatically loading these suckers up. The tanks that I have up here, it was automatically loading up, and I was like, I'm gonna have to every time I was having to hook up my tank and pour out the fuel into my tank at my base. And so I just figured out, oh well, every time I'm spawning in, I've actually had my spawner set on my tank to actually fill up. And so it's just little quirks like that the more you watch videos, the more you learn about how the mechanics of the game work. It is I don't want to say grindy game, because when you're used to grindy games, at least in the mode that I'm playing, you're used to something like Minecraft, of where, okay, you get wood to make an axe, to chop down wood better, to make a house. No, in the game mode that I'm in, which is the career mode, you get all that stuff to begin with. At least, again, I'm 60 hours in. I've only bought one base, so I don't know if more things come. I don't know, but it's not a grindy game. It is a building game. I mean, it could be grindy in the sense of, yeah, you gotta do missions to get gas to then be able to build a boat that can go somewhere, sure, but as far as building something, it's not grindy. Unless you take into account of watching 60 hours worth of videos. I mean, to be fair, I've probably watched more videos on how to do this game rather than actually playing the game itself. But yeah, there's some great tutorial videos out there. There's several YouTubers who that's what they do, is they make tutorial videos, and so there's some great people out there who make tutorial videos. So 60-hour review, still great game. If this is your niche of building and seeing what you can create, and then testing, modifying, and doing that about 1,000 times, this is your game. And to be honest with you, that's the kind of games that I love. I love testing my build out. This is about as big of a ship as I can build in the current house, the current quote-unquote warehouse I'm in. That's kind of be my next goal, is to get the next warehouse. You know, I'm out here in the middle of the ocean right now, but I think I'm right about here. I'm heading right there. But this is my current house. You know, you've got this little piece of property that's 100,000. I currently only have 30,000. But you have several, like the airport is 220,000. That's kind of nice. Still need to refuel and conduct repairs. That actually would probably be easy. I could refuel. I could actually probably go do that. I think that do I have a blowtorch on here? So you have to, and that's another thing. You got to learn what all you need. I actually don't. Dadgummit, I don't have a blowtorch on here. Oh wait, I do. Look at there. It is a welding torch. So I actually could go repair that. That's your repair tool. Yeah, I might go try that after stopping and getting some fuel. So yeah, I want to go to, I think there's a bigger port. I don't know. That's only 100,000, but I would assume I could build bigger boats at some of these ports. Oh wait, is that only 15,000? Oh, nice. I might have to go down there. And is that a fuel? Oh, it's selling. See, and that's the thing too. I actually got duped into going to one of these things and I thought I was going to refuel here, but no, this is a selling port only. This is not where you can refuel. So all that said, like, there's a lot of stuff you can learn about this game. I still don't even know what this crap is down here. There's a lot of stuff you can learn about this game. But kind of going back to my last video that I was discussing, where you pretty much have to learn tutorials in all of it. Like, you have to watch tutorial videos. But that's you know, go back to Minecraft. I know Minecraft has gotten better. I was in the age of where I got Minecraft when it was in its, I think, alpha stage, and where there were no tutorials at all in the game. Now they have it to where they give you, like, minimal tutorials, which is great. But it used to be where it's not like that. That's kind of like this game is now, where there's not very many tutorials at all that help you build and craft, in a sense. But again, that's your jam, you know. I've kind of grown up. My lifestyle is one that I grew up in. Like, you figure it out yourself. Sure, am I using tutorials? Yes, but the tutorials I'm looking at are more of like, oh, let's figure out the logic components, stuff that I have no idea how to do. This boat, though, like, I built that boat myself. The design of it, that I think looks splendid. It's a piece of crap, but still looks splendid in my own eyes. It's still something that I did myself. So, you know, it's all in your perspective. This is, I mean, I would highly recommend this game if you enjoy creating, and if you enjoy trial and error, and I'll go this far. It's an extreme trial and error, an extreme creative. But if this is not your game, if that's not your style, then this is not going to be your game. You might get maybe 10 hours in and then you're done. But then again, maybe not. Maybe you're one that you like the mods and where you can spawn stuff in that's already been created for you so that you can go do these missions. Sure, I could spawn a tanker in that would get me to where I could transport fuel instead of something that I designed myself. But that's the thing. This game has brought me, and I was telling my wife this actually, this game has brought me an immense amount of pride. I am extremely proud in this. Is it a piece of crap? Yes. But I am extremely proud in being able to have created this and to have all the lights, have all the dials. I've actually got a reverse, you know, stuff like that. I think I've got a reverse. I'm pretty sure I've got a reverse in this boat. But anyways, you know, it's things like that I'm extremely proud of. And I'll say this. I think, and I was telling my wife this, I think this game, out of any game that I've played, has brought me the most pride in what I've done in the game. Because anybody can pick up Skyrim. Anybody can pick up Minecraft and play it. You can't just pick up this game. That's not how this game works. You can't just pick up this game and go to town. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to play this game. So that's kind of my quote-unquote review for this game. Is pride? Yes. Building? Yes. Trial and error? Yes. This is the game for you. If that is not you, if you're not and I'll say, you know, in translation, if you're not a grindy game person, this game's not going to be for you. Blast it all! Why am I stopped? My engine shut down. So there you go. That's going to be my 60-hour review of this game. I'll probably do another one maybe at 100, I think. 100-hour review. But I'm fully in this game. Like, is the content going to be slow? Absolutely. Is the content going to be minimal? Absolutely. I think maybe one day, if you want to call it that, I would love to get into, say, like, okay, let's build a X ship. Let's build this ship, and then, you know, doing that would be great. I would love that, and I'm sure I'll do this. The content's going to be slow, but it's a great game. Highly recommended game if you enjoy creating and grinding. So that's it. That's going to be it for today. I'm fixing to go on vacation for about a week, so I won't be playing the game very much at all, actually. But yeah. So highly recommend the game. Until next time, though, stay safe out there.